Sometimes love just needs a second chance. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrities who remarried their exes.
I think it's about all the wrong things, and I just really want him to get well and to be a good parent and to end up being friends in the end. And we were friends first, and I wish him all the best.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at couples who divorced, only to marry each other again. Even if they split up again later on, they're still fair game. Couples who just separated and reconciled, however, will not be counted for this list.
This is her mom.
We both made this success.
Yeah.
Number 10. NeNe Leakes and Gregg Leakes. As the ultimate glam mother, NeNe is known for bringing the drama, including in her marriage. After 14 years as man and wife, NeNe and Gregg divorced in 2011, and while the reason was never disclosed, NeNe hinted to Gregg's marital boredom, saying she wanted to let him see if the grass was greener on the other side. The divorce seemed to only strengthen their love, and the Leakes announced their engagement in 2013. RHOA fans were thrilled, and Bravo shot the spin-off I Dream of NeNe documenting the wedding prep and ceremony. With all the artifice that surrounds reality TV, it is nice to know that some feuds have authentic reconciliation.
Well, at least you're honest. He knows what he's getting into.
He knows what he's getting into.
All right, so he shouldn't get poorer or get sick. Or
Please.
else, yeah, all right, that's good.
Number 9. Elon Musk and Tallulah Riley. The Tesla tycoon met the nearly famous Brit star Tallulah Riley in 2008. Marrying 2 years later, the couple divorced in 2012. But Musk didn't seem to have any hard feelings, tweeting that it was an amazing 4 years. I will love you forever. You will make someone very happy one day. And that someone was him. For a little while anyway. The couple remarried in 2013 and then divorced again in 2016. This time, Musk didn't publicize any parting words. Since their divorce, Riley went on to star as Angela in HBO's Westworld.
You must be William. Welcome to Westworld.
And Musk has become an advocate for regulation on artificial intelligence. Number 8. Pamela Anderson and Rick Salomon.
So that's good that you're friends with your ex-husband.
Yeah, I don't
right?
think I want to meet anybody else.
Really? Because you keep going back to the same guys. You like you're married, then you go back.
Recycling.
Yeah.
The babe of Baywatch could have any man, so it may be surprising to some that she chose the same dad twice. In 2007, Anderson announced her engagement to film producer Rick Salomon, who was most infamously known for the Paris Hilton sex tape, One Night in Paris. Anderson and Salomon married in October, but annulled it a few months later, with Anderson citing fraud committed by Salomon. For many people, that would be the nail in the coffin, but in a 2013 Ellen appearance, Anderson claimed that she and Salomon were best friends with benefits. The two got remarried in 2014, but divorced in April of 2015. Number 7. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Gladys Portugues. Great muscles marry alike. The heavyweight Bloodsport star married bodybuilder Gladys Portugues in the late 80s, and quickly started to create a fit family with the births of Christopher and Bianca. Even with their growing family, Van Damme started cheating with actress Darcy Lapierre and divorced Portugues in 1992. Van Damme married Lapierre, but he cheated on her too, and the marriage fell apart. Eventually, Van Damme got his life back on track and remarried Portugues in 1999. Despite their rocky first marriage, the two have continued to stay together. Just goes to show you the importance of second chances. Number 6. Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson. Trigger warning, this story is a little icky. Child star Melanie Griffith started dating her mother's co-star, 22-year-old actor Don Johnson, when she was just 14. They got married when she was 18 and divorced 6 months later. Griffith went on to star in films like Body Double and Working Girl, getting involved in drugs and partying.
Guess where I am?
After a stint at rehab, she found herself reconnecting with Johnson. The two remarried in June 1989 and divorced in 1996, but not before producing future megastar Dakota Johnson. Number 5. Judge Judy and Judge Jerry. This pair was a match made in court heaven. While they are both known for their no BS attitudes and tough rulings, J Squared have quite a romantic story.
I mean, your lawsuit is ridiculous, actually. It's actually ludicrous because, slavery is over. He doesn't have to work for you. You don't have a contract with him.
In 1977, Judy married Judge Jerry Sheindlin, the future star of the People's Court. However, because of familial stress related to the death of Judy's father, the two divorced in 1990. It didn't take long for the couple to reunite, and just a year later, they remarried. They are still married to this day, and with 13 grandchildren are living a happily ever after. You won't hear any objections from us. Number 4. Larry King and Alene Akins. TV journalist Larry King has had an illustrious career that spans over 6 decades, so it may not be a shock that he's also been married 8 times. He met wife number 3, Playboy bunny Alene Akins, at a nightclub, and the two married in 1961 and divorced in 1963. A serial womanizer, King married his 4th wife, Mary Steuffen, that same year. When that marriage failed, King and Akins got remarried in 1967 and divorced in 1972. They seemed to end on good terms, and when Akins passed away in 2017, King remarked that she was a grand lady. Number 3. Eminem and Kim Scott. Sometimes you lose yourself in love. Legend tells that Marshall Bruce Mathers III locked eyes with Kim Scott in high school when he jumped on a table for an impromptu performance of LL Cool J's I'm Bad. The two began a relationship, and when Kim left home, she moved in with the 15-year-old Eminem and his mother. They had a daughter together, married in 1999, and divorced 2 years later. It took quite the toll on Eminem, and he wrote the very violent 97 Bonnie and Clyde, and Kim as clapbacks to Scott.
At first I'm like, hi, you wanna throw me out? That's fine. But now that you've been sitting my place, are you out your mind? This couch, this TV, this whole house is mine.
Their love was rekindled briefly in 2006 when they got remarried, but they divorced a few months later.
I know we're gonna get back together, and if I do or say anything, for the world to hear or to know, I was afraid that, he wouldn't be able to forgive me for that and that we wouldn't be back together.
Number 2. Natalie Woods and Robert Wagner. The Rebel Without a Cause star was thrilled when the studio set her up with her longtime crush, Robert Wagner. They hit it off, and despite their significant age gap and Woods' mother's protests, they tied the knot in 57, but later divorced in 62.
I'm sorry that I treated you mean today. You shouldn't believe what I say when I'm with the rest of the kids.
A decade later, Wood reconnected with and remarried Wagner, and had what some described as one of the best marriages in Hollywood. It came to a tragic end when Wood drowned in 1981. Although her death was ruled an accident at the time, the case was reopened 30 years later, and in February 2018, Wagner was named a person of interest in his wife's drowning. So maybe their marriage wasn't so perfect after all? Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Too nervous? We're reading about this big shindig, 4,000 people invited to the reception. Are you nervous?
Well, I think we're past the stage of being nervous.
Number 1. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton.
You will kneel.
I will what?
One of the OGs of celebrity drama, this pair was known for having one of the most tumultuous relationships in Hollywood. They met on the set of Cleopatra, fell in love, and got married in 1964. Their 10 years together were filled with stories of boozy fights and verbal abuses. They finally divorced in 1974, but before the ink could dry, Taylor and Burton remarried in 1975 and divorced again a year later.
Try it and I'll beat you at your own game.
Is that a threat, George, huh?
That's a threat, Martha.
However, their love was not easily squandered, and the two stayed close friends until Burton's death in 1984.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.